between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Now the wolf. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready. Get ready. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 99. Check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Attack. Deep, tighten up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. 15. Here we go. Deep. All day. Defense. All day. All day. Go. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curve.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Ready? Here's the mic. 10's the mic. Hey, let's get in that one.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, Holiday. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
All day, just like that.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Not here. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a handoff working right. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They'll drop the throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the eye. 15. Hey, Riblet. Alpha.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Let's go. Yellow. Check Mike 54. Yellow. Focus, defense, focus. Fox trap. 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Switch.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. I'm coming after you. Watch the safety creep. Check. H3, 218. Chopper.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And a give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got it. Undercrush. Hey, Sunday. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
We want it. Exit. Mike's 54. Army. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Now Mahomes evades him at the 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Yeah, boy, some elusive maneuvering there, but they still get him down a couple yards short of the 1st.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 3, fellas.
2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. And they'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 6. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 57 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check Mike 54. Mike 7, let's go. Watch the curl. Mike 54. Hey, yo, hey, go. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
You better be ready next time.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Hey, tight. Mike 54. Mike select. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike tight.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check me out. Charlie, 54. Mike, 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Sliding out, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Sunday.
Watch the slats. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You remember me?
Attack.
Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Yellow.
Check 15.
Hero 15.
Echo. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Hey, 57.
54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 54.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking left sideline, it's complete. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yellow.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54.
Hey, 43, 15.
Buzz.
Attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Back to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yellow.
Bravo. 54. Mike 54. 3 buzz. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Yellow.
4. Scene 6.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And some room to maneuver. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, Chiefs 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hide
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, let's go. Check, check. 43. Lucky. Joker, 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 Joker. 61. Match my.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Mark 54. Mark 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Set 20. Just Pittsburgh. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike 10.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Come 57.
Come get some.
First hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Let's go, baby.
Yellow.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We got this.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Yellow. 180.
54. Good.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All day, baby. All day.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 50. First hit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Hey, 15.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22.
On first down, Mahomes going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
42. Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's third down.
Let's go now. Touch good. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Safety's creeping. Check 3, check 3, check. He called 132 fighting.
15.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Yellow.
Alpha. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Switch it.
Attack.
Switch it. Protein spill. Foxtrot. Mike 5-4. Mike
15.
Mike 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, 57 colors.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's a party now. Check.
15. Easy.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Exit. Rip right. Wide.
Hey, ribble it.
Get wide.
They'll try the left side. Holiday.
Run. Go.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, 15. Hey, yellow, go gun.
Check.
Yellow.
Nice 7, let's go.
Hey, 15. Hey, color.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
We play to win.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.